asshole hurts.
And welcome to episode 21 of the Hexperts Battletech podcast, Solaris VII Bars, Beaches, Battles to the Death. I definitely got that title right, didn't I, Tom?
Jesus Christ!
So this is.
It is actually episode 21, Solaris VII Bars, Beaches, and Battles to the Death.
Yeah. So your host for today, I'm myself, Lewis. I'm very good at reading. We got Tom over there.
I have taken an extended leave to Solaris, so I'm here to report.
Ooh. Got Nathan on his special chair.
Help! Help! Help!
I think Tom's on the special chair with him by the sound of things.
I'm on LV-426 fighting off an alien invasion.
I'm worried that you remember the name of the alien planet that well. But yes, so it's been a while. It's mostly because I've been away from work. But this week, we are going to be talking Solaris 7, and Tom is going to tell us all about it shortly. But before that, let's talk about some of the stuff we have been up to while we've been away. So, let's start with Nathan. Nathan, what have you been up to?
I have been preparing for the Irish Nationals. And by that, I mean I've been having little test games, been trying out some of the mechs, been trying to figure out what is the best options for the entire tournament. And
Isn't it crazy that back in the 80s, if you said you were preparing for the Irish Nationals as a British person, it was very different, very different sentence.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
Nathan and I again ready to take Ireland by storm.
No. You're going to get us put on a list. You're going to go on a list.
If only they had an Oscar back then.
So apart from, I've seen you've been doing some painting as well, Nathan. So you're getting some models painted up. You're getting some practice games in, ready for the Nationals.
I don't remember.
You've been sending me pictures of your mech's feet for some reason.
I need it to make sure the feet are good on the drawing I'm doing.
Okay.
Sorry. We need to fund this podcast some way, Lewis. Okay.
Sending me mech feet pictures. Okay. Super. Is that everything for you, Nathan?
Yeah, that's a...
Cool. So, Tom, we might as well segue across to you because it sounds like you have a similar kind of progress report.
Well, I've become hexually active, so I've also been doing a lot of preparation for the Irish Nationals.
You do know that's not what your doctor was asking you, don't you? That's not what he asked.
Lewis, he said, "Was I hexually active?" That's what he asked.
I don't think that's what he was asking.
There's literally the words he said were, "Are you hexually active?" And I went, "Yes, doc." And he went, "Nice one, boss man."
I had a high five.
Yeah, was he not meant to?
No. But yeah.
Anyway, I've been doing a bit of gaming with old Nathaniel. I have also been painting up my tournament mechs, which I will. It's not exactly revealed. Nobody cared. Are in the colours of the Hexperts. So once they're done, I will post them up onto the things.
Instagram and the Facebook.
On the Instagram, Facebook, anywhere that you can find us.
Discord,
Ko-fi, OnlyFans. Just Fansly.
We do intercept on OnlyFans.
We do as a joke.
As a joke. Definitely as a joke.
As a joke. But apart from that, at the moment, I'm doing a little bit of work on some Death Guard to go alongside my Empress Children for New Heresy.
Yeah.
But it's one of those slow and steady. I've been doing a bit of clearing today, as it is a bank holiday.
Bank holiday, indeed, it is.
It is a bank holiday. Therefore,
unless you're
as
Nathan.
a British person, unless you're Nathan, that's to go to work. But because I am a British person on a bank holiday, I am legally required to do some cleaning. So I've done a bit of a hobby clean out, which has meant I'm a little bit tired. So I'm doing a bit of building rather than painting tonight.
Ah, that's not too bad. Building is always fun.
Building is part of the hobby.
Super duper. But
it's not for Battletech, but
yeah,
for those of us that play other game systems which are available, building is part of the hobby.
It is true. Well, Dom, what have you been up to?
I've just been doing everything that anyone can do, every single game system has been attacked with ferocity.
Apart from Battletech.
Well, obviously. What is this, some kind of Battletech podcast?
Why would they paint those?
Whoa! Hold on there, buddy.
Yeah, so I've been painting loads of different stuff. I'm sure Lewis will put pictures on the Hexperts Instagram at whatever our handle is. What's our handle again?
Hexperts_Battletech_podcast.
Go and follow that very catchy and memorable name.
It's very to the point. It literally it's literally
anyway,
what it is. Yeah.
I've been painting loads of guys, and Lewis can put the pictures in the chat. But I haven't really been playing many games recently. Maybe it's to do with the British weather, but it's been very, very hot. And the last thing I want to do when it's warm is stand in a room with a bunch of sweaty men rolling dice. I'd much rather if we were all cold and not sweaty, if we were just all cold together, so we could gather for warmth or something. Anyway, yeah, so I've just been painting mostly and basically just talking a bit of shooting the shit, chatting breeze with the boys. Just nothing too crazy.
Well, that is fantastic, Dom. I'm glad you were able to do all those things. And myself, I've just been painting Ultramarines, Tactical Marines, and Optes, and that's it. That's all I've been doing.
Lewis is the most boring person we know.
One of them I painted his head red. If that counts.
Whoa, guys! I painted this man's head red. Well then, Lewis.
His name's Redhead. But yes,
Redhead.
His name is Redhead. But yes, oh dear. Anyway, let's move on talking about redheads, and let's move on to the news. So news. Uh-huh. There's not a huge amount of news from what I've seen. There's a little bit of news though. Big news in the, I suppose it's in the kind of fan creation kind of category for us, is the Hired Steel 4 video came out, which is a video series made by TMC. It's a fan created kind of Battletech animation with a lance assaulting, I think it's like a pirate kind of cache they're trying to take, which is pretty cool. Latest video is really smart. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to have a look at it yet.
I haven't.
Neither have I.
I don't watch cartoons. They're for babies.
No, it's not a cartoon. This is like a animated.
It literally is a cartoon.
3D animated. It's cool.
Is it like my favourite anime, the live action remake of Cowboy Bebop?
No, but I like that. That wasn't that bad. That was cool.
Lewis, you need to get put in the pit.
It wasn't that bad.
Have you watched the original?
Yes. Which both.
How the fuck did you like the remake?
It was fine. Anyway, if you've not watched that, which seems like everyone on this podcast hasn't, apart from me, is worth a watch. There definitely things were good before, but it's definitely improved. Oh dear. But if you do watch that as well, there is a tie-in with the Mech Warrior 5 Shadow of Kerensky's DLC, where there may be a surprise mech. A Atlas 2 appears during the video at some point, and that is something that we're going to be seeing in the new version of Mech Warrior 5. So if you want to see that mech before you see it in game, it's a tie-in with the animation.
Oh,
that's crazy!
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
that's wild. Actually, you know what? I'm even more likely to watch it now.
Yeah, and
I'm not.
There is also a quick draw in the animation, which I believe there is a mod. So if you want to get that quick draw in the game as well, it is available there. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they're tying in with some of the more official streams, I suppose, kind of at least, and able to get some of the cool new models and show us some of the models that are coming on the coming soon DLC, because I think that's coming next month. At least now we know.
It's soon.
Yeah, we now know that we might be seeing some Atlas 2s. Cool.
Whoa.
But that's pretty much all the news. You guys haven't seen anything crazy in the news apart from that, have you?
Mm-mm.
No.
Sorry,
there's loads of things happening in the news at the moment.
No, not that news. Not that news, no. But if we're done with the Battletech news, let's move on to some events.
Tom, have you finally made peace in the Middle East yet?
I think he might have done. I think things are quite.
I'm working on a deal.
Okay, Dom, I trust you completely.
It's going to be the biggest deal you've ever seen.
No.
Greatest deal.
Oh no. Okay. Let's move on to events then.
This is a political podcast.
No.
This is an explicitly political podcast.
No. Anyway.
And our political point is that we are in favour of peace in the Middle East. We're crazy like that.
That's not a bad opinion to have.
We
Just
do
gotta say,
be wobbling in that way.
This opinion has not been discussed internally yet,
Nathan,
so
you
I was
don't
not
want
aware of
peace in the
this.
Middle East. Anyway, let's go on to some events, segueing away from peace in the Middle East. Some events are coming up. We've got a Battletech Arena Demo Day, Dice Saloon in Brighton. There's
Lovely Brighton.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff going on there. There's lots of words. I can't read them all. That's on the.
How many words can you read? Do you reckon?
There's more than
if you
6.
Estimate how many words do you reckon you can
There's
read?
more than 6. I can't read all this.
But that has a grasp of half of the language.
Yeah, that's on the 31st of August. If you're interested in that, if you want to have a look up Battletech Arena Demo Day at the Dice Saloon.
What is Battletech Arena?
Shall I go for it? Apparently, there is a glorious gladiatorial mechanized combat, which obviously might be relevant to what's going on today in the podcast. Some scenarios, some skirmish games. So, sorry, I haven't read the title.
I like how Lewis has glossed over the one event that is directly relevant to what we're talking about today.
No need.
It's like of all of the events to talk about, Lewis, the one that's going to be Solaris based probably is the one that we mentioned.
Yeah, no need to bring any models, map sheets, dice, or rule books. Please make sure to grab a free ticket for any session you're interested in.
You don't need to bring
free.
Models. What are you playing with? Like,
I think I assume they're providing the models, so it sounds like
tiddlywinks.
Sounds like a cool day for Battletech demos.
Are you supposed to represent falling down? 2 hexes left on your left side with 50p coin. Don't even balance properly.
Oh dear. Anyway, so after that we got on September the 7th, we've got the Hereward War Game Show. That is in the Crescent Breton Centre in Peterborough. There's Battletech and Alpha Strike demos, loads of the Platinum games, £5 on the door, £3 in advance. So I assume there's other games going on as well. If you're around that area, or if you just want to go just specifically for Battletech, obviously feel free to go down.
We're not your mom.
Not your mom.
Do what you want.
Super. And so the 13th of September, there's one you guys are interested in. That's the Irish Nationals.
I forget.
Surprisingly in Ireland, in Dublin, at the Carlton Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously a competitively focused Battletech. What do they call it? Open format.
The open format.
Yeah.
It's not like we had a whole episode on this.
Yeah, but
the Hexperts are going to bring it home.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about
that. We're going to give it a good shot, at least. It'll be really funny to win it. Or at least get the
event.
Get the second to worst place. Yeah.
Dom,
if you see us at the event,
you see us like you're going to be present.
Tom's going.
If you see
He's
us,
a surprise
I've actually booked the ticket. I'm a surprise guest. They've got me on the DJ set after the event's finished.
Oh, sick.
If you see us at the event, don't be afraid to say hi to Tom and Nathan. They're very friendly, even though Nathan is very intimidating.
Yeah, Tom doesn't bite.
Hard. Dear. Anyway.
Unless you want him to.
I was about to say only by request. Only by request.
Yeah, cool. So obviously that is going on. After that,
my favourite.
September the 21st in Lawbrom Hall, Dumfries, Scotland, there is Battletech at Doonhammer Community Fest.
Doonhammer, that's like my 2 favourite things all in one.
It's Doon with Doon, not Doon as in the not with the worms. Not those
Frank.
Not those worms.
If you're like a Braveheart style character, then you can go to that event. If you fancy,
they're not
on the blue face.
They're not born with blue face paint on, up there.
but
they are.
And or tickets are £8, and the proceeds go towards Macmillan Cancer Support. So obviously, if you want to play some Battletech, yeah,
you know what? I retract my previous jokes. Supporting Macmillan,
and we actually encourage you to donate more as well if you can.
Only donate what you can, but these things, the proceeds go to charity.
Donate all your money, then you don't pay taxes on them.
Do you need another set of Battletech dice? The answer is probably no.
Incorrect. I need more. Wrong. Anyway,
For now, seriously,
Yeah.
throw money at these people. Do it.
They're cool people.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, there is a bunch more events coming up, but those are the kind of the ones that are coming up in the next end of the month, the next month or so. A lot of the other ones are coming up the end of October, so we'll come round to those probably next time we talk about events. Obviously, thank you very much to our friends at Tales from the Periphery for putting together an events page that I've just stolen and read all of it off. And obviously, if you do have any events that are coming up that aren't on the page, feel free to let us know so we can shout them out, and I might even read it if there's more than 6 words.
The more words, the less likely you are to get read out.
If there's pictures, I'll be even happier.
Yeah, pictures of mechs especially. Looks likes those.
Super duper. So we are going to be going to our main segment in a second, which is going to be Solaris. So we're going to catch you guys on the flip side, and we're going to be talking about the gladiatorial worlds. And we're back with our main segment talking about Solaris VII. Tom, you are the official Hexpert on Solaris VII. What can you tell us about Solaris VII, Tom?
Well, Lewis, the thing is,
yes, Tom,
we all like sports, don't we? We all like sports. Dom, you like sports? You're a football man. You're a soccer man.
Venezuelan football. We love it.
Sorry to steal the limelight for a second here.
Yeah.
Nathan, Lewis, and I have been watching Venezuelan football.
We've been stoned till like 2 o'clock in the morning watching the peak athleticism
Venezuelan football. So obviously we know that we're kind of barking at the wrong sort of tree here with this crowd, but if you have ever been interested in football or are interested in football, you may find significant enjoyment in the Venezuelan football league
over that
YouTube.
Of like the Premier League.
Also, Lewis has never watched a game of football in his life, and he had a good time watching the Venezuelan football league.
But yes,
Wow.
let's that is a fantastic shout, Tom. But let's let Tom get back to talking about Solaris VII.
Why am I talking about Solaris VII? Why are we not just doing a Venezuelan football podcast?
Wait, we're not talking about the Venezuelan football league.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Dom. I'm so sorry.
Well, I feel like I've been shown up, but as a close second to Venezuelan football, have any of you ever watched MMA?
Of course I have.
You like a good bit of mixed martial arts, right? Have you ever thought when you're watching MMA, watching 2 blokes get real sweaty and real close to each other, have you ever thought, what if they could do it in battle mechs?
Yeah.
Every night in my dreams.
Well,
Yes.
I have some really good news. Solaris VII, also known as the game world, is famous across the galaxy for its mech fights. Gamblers place exorbitant amounts of money on long shot bets, and fortunes are won and lost daily. This place is the shit. This is the coolest place in the Battletech universe by far. Only rivaled closely by the Canopian planet of hardcore, mainly for the name.
I've got to do an episode on hardcore.
There's literally nothing on hardcore. It's like a knockoff. It's a knockoff Solaris 7.
Oh, that's sad.
I think.
Anyway, go on.
I don't know. We chose it as a joke, but so I'm too busy thinking about hardcore. Solaris 7 is a planet in the Lyran Commonwealth as of 3025. That does change around a little bit, but luckily, the Great Houses decide to leave people alone and allow them to have fun.
That's mad.
Fun.
Yeah. So, the game world is really interesting. So, unlike the planets of, Galatea or Outreach, where you might hire mercenaries, Solaris 7 brings in individual mech warriors to play as gladiators.
Do they use those big, fluff inflatable sticks to hit each other with?
Well, Dom, you can't see this, but I am sort of like flicking the leotard that Nathan has put on us today. So, luckily, they do have the big... sometimes they have the big sticks, but mainly they'll fight mech battles against each other in an MMA-style fight in a gladiatorial arena. And the best bit about this is it's not just for the love of the game. you can place bets on this place.
Hell yeah.
So much like boxers, you've got this league of fighters in Solaris VII, which are the sort of almost the cream of the crop of mech warriors in the inner sphere, because these guys are the flashiest and the best, and they will fight for honor, a victory, and most importantly, fame and money. So you might say, well, that sounds cool, but where did Solaris 7 come from? Why is it the planet for doing fights? And I would
Where
say
did
to you,
Solaris 7 come from, and why is it the planet for doing fights?
well, Dom, that's such a good question.
Where does Solaris 7 come from? Why is it the planet for doing fights?
Where does
Lewis?
it come from? Why is it a planet?
Lewis,
What's
you,
Battletech?
Well,
Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Solaris
God,
7
joke.
go.
So what were you asking? Sorry, Tom.
Do you want in on this, Lewis? Do you want in on this funny joke?
What's the funny joke?
You want to be a funny guy, huh?
Tom, it's not rule of 4. Move on, come on. Come on, buddy.
okay.
Pack it up. Sorry.
It's a bit of a gas leak episode, isn't it?
No, it's not. We're perfectly fine. So
now.
don't say that so ominously.
Dun, dun, dun.
In 2695, the first fight was held between a Phoenix Hawk and a Sentinel. I don't know why they chose these mechs. They are interesting, to say the least, as the sort of prima.
It'd be
Is
cool.
a
That'd be...
Sentinel like a way higher class, weight class than a...
No,
Phoenix Hawk,
Sentinel's a light mech, isn't it? Or
Sentinel's a light mech. Why would you? I don't understand why they would decide to.
Well, like Sentinel's pretty fast on its feet, so I suppose it's kind of like a fast medium versus a sturdy light, really, isn't it? Like a
Anyway, whatever the reasons behind this are, and we'll never know, they had a fight, and it was not long until the events were broadcast on the planet and bets were placed on the outcomes of the fighting. And so mercenaries used Solaris as a training ground following this, and famously the gunslingers of the SLDF and the Ronin of the DCMS used the world as a neutral place for their bitter fighting during the First World War. Yes,
so this all goes back to SLDF days.
Yeah. No, this is like back in the day. Back in there,
I went down Solaris 7.
Back in there, I was down Solaris 7, and I was killing some DCMS. No, so it's like a long-standing thing. So, the popularity of these fights grew across the inner sphere, and eventually it became the place for dueling. And by the time of the Amaris coup, it was so famous, at least during that war, it was left alone, actually, during the Amaris coup.
Really?
Yeah, Stefan Amaris did not want that smoke.
However, a couple bets 365 accounts floating about there, doesn't
it? Bro's got some Sky Bet accounts. He had some Sky Bet accounts. He just couldn't.
I need to get my free. I need to get my free slot. I need to get my police.
All right, Nathan. Very funny. He had a 4-leg parlay. He just couldn't stop. Oh. However, as this planet, so at the time of the Amaris Civil War and then the subsequent succession wars, this planet was originally part of the Free Worlds League, and unfortunately, it did suffer in the early throes of the succession wars. At the outbreak of the fighting, Solaris turned to the Lauren Commonwealth, and in retaliation, a Marek fleet bombarded the planet with nuclear weapons.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. However, I've got some good news.
Go on.
The good news is that the only reason the Solaris suffered during the succession wars was because there were no mech warriors that were idle. They're all too busy fighting each other. So actually, by 2800, everything picked up again, and the decision was made that they should make basically an arena in each of the cities. In each area,
so like sort of stadiums for the populace go and watch these and just have a laugh at going to the greyhound race.
Yeah, so there's bars where you can physically you can literally watch the fights go on, and they're as it's going on. Obviously, it's all streamed across the planet, but there are physical.
This reminded me of robot jocks. anyone's seen robot jocks out there. I imagine that you guys in this community have probably seen robot jocks, but it's kind of like robot jocks.
So with like these fights, they're like broadcast out of Solaris as well.
So obviously, due to the HPG and stuff, they're not directly broadcast out of Solaris, but they are then packaged up and sent across the Innosphere for people to watch as like as videos.
Yeah, like is there like specific Solaris channels?
Yeah, stuff like that. And
it's also like Fire Sticks, where it's like, oh, I don't want to pay for the Solaris Fire, so I'm going to get some dodgy underground streaming where it's like a guy with a camcorder.
Some bootleg Solaris. They'd probably get killed, to be fair. It is Solaris after all. And
the good thing is, though, it is actually like completely fine to watch Solaris fights on your Fire Stick. Just don't be the person supplying the Fire Stick to watch the Mech Warrior matches, because that is illegal. But if you're just watching it on your dodgy Fire Stick from space, it's fine. Actually allowed.
Oh yes, the space Fire Stick from the 80s.
Yeah, it's actually allowed.
Thanks, Tom, for that. Thanks, Tom, for that bit of info.
PSO.
Yeah.
You wouldn't steal a car.
So in 2812, it was decided that there'd be something called the Solaris Championship, and the first one was held, which was so great that it has been held every year since.
Okay, so it's like the Champions League of
it's like
things.
It's I'd say it's like the World Cup, but it's held every year. So you would say, well, Tom, what about these? What about these different areas in Solaris City? And I would say, well, thank you, person in my head that's talking to me that no one else can see. There are 5 major areas in Solaris City, each of them corresponding to one of the great houses. You will see that there are actually 6 on the map, and that's actually going back to the fact that there is a 6th great house who is secret.
Is that Comstar?
It's Comstar. It's Comstar. What?
We got him, boys. We got him.
I'm actually learning about this setting.
So, we'll talk about Comstar first, actually. The first area is known as the Internationals, and this is in the southwest side of Solaris City. And it's Solaris' central authority and primarily serves as transportation and general utilities hub. It's the logistics people. It's boring work. The police department's there, transport's there, the museum's there, the court's there, the guild hall's there, that kind of stuff. There's a mall there as well. There's a sports bar called the Mech Warrior.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's a park.
Wait,
it's pretty cool.
Is this like that game that I played on like Xbox Classics? I think it's like Mech Warrior 2. Is it like that? Is that the place where it's set? I don't know. Someone write in and tell us.
Yeah, someone tell us whether Mech Warrior 2 was set on. I have a feeling the answer to that is yes.
That's crazy. If I've actually pulled that from my brain hole.
I feel like one of them was set on Solaris. The most important
it makes
one,
sense, right? Because that's where they would be, like fighting each other and stuff. So
the most important place in Solaris City, however, is the Solaris Times, which is the city's largest newspaper. It's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Are they like a sports paper? Are they like a generalist paper?
Bordering sensationalism, but never at tabloid level. The newspaper is published morning and evening in both flat and trivid formats. Death
what
or
the hell
injury.
Is a trivid?
Trivids are holovids. They're holographic videos.
Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen like the hologram pyramids, where it's like a 3D like image inside of the triangles? Have you ever seen?
Yeah, that?
It's one of them.
Me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope kind of vibes.
Yeah, but it's just a bloke at a desk. You can see behind the desk, I guess. I don't know.
What is insane? Sorry, I do just need to put this up. I was going through and I accidentally found the Mech Warrior 2 Sana page. Dom, there are Solaris 7 missions in Mech Warrior.
That's so crazy that I actually do. I'm a Hexpert.
He's a Hexpert. Nice. He's starting to believe.
Dom just used 110% of his brain there.
So next up,
I feel like the guy in the Matrix, whatever his name was.
What, Neo?
Jim.
Jim
Matrix.
Yeah. So next up, we have the Black Hills, which is affiliated to the Federated Suns. So this area, I mean, all of them are really nice, to be fair. There's a place called the Yourtech building, which is named after Arden Yourtech. It has the administrative offices. There's a place called the October Bar and Grill, known for its fried foods and barbecue. It's interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's just a load of like
close to Outback Bar and Grill.
I think this is probably where it comes from. There's
where Outback Bar and Grill comes from. It comes from
Solaris. Yeah. There's a hotel called the Sun and Sword.
Very
interesting.
fitted.
Yeah. To be fair, what I would recommend everyone should do is everyone should read up. Just go on to Solaris Sana page, because I'm not going to read them all out here because there are literally like nearly 100. But each area on Solaris, I think there's a few source books for the TTRPGs that are set on Solaris 7 for obvious reasons. But these like places are very cool.
Would you say this is your favourite planet in all of Battletech?
I think it's probably one of the most fleshed out planets in all of Battletech. Which I like the idea of it.
Too.
I think it's cool.
I mean,
what about you, Nathan? Do you think this is one of your favourites as well?
Yeah, it's sick. It's just gladiator fighting on a big planet with robots. But from what I've had a look at briefly while having a look for this episode, I've also seen that apparently they do sports games as well on there.
Oh yes, they do. Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, they do the Venezuelan Mech Battle League, right?
Yeah.
Do you by any chance have like any examples of these guys? Like any examples of this kind of sports they play on there?
Well, they play football, or no, soccer. They also play, I believe, they play basketball. They also play American football
in mechs.
No, not in mechs. No. So the sports stuff isn't done in mechs. So it started off as mechs only, but I think they've branched out into more conventional types of sports.
Like darts.
I feel about that one.
Honestly,
an Atlas 2 dunking, man. That's what I want to see.
What bros just dunking?
I would fully actually play a Battletech game where it's like kind of a pastiche on Blood Bowl, but you're like a mech. You've got a mech warrior team, but you're playing basketball. I would absolutely play that. That'd be sick.
No, I think would work as well. Like Rocket League, but with mechs. Like football,
Yeah.
where you have to like charge the ball, and then you do like that much damage in direction. I feel like that'd be really fun as well.
Catalyst Game Labs, you know what to do.
So they're having these big fights in the arenas, bullets flying everywhere. Is it like the audience is in the arena with them with like some protection, or like
no? So the arenas, so there's both. There are video capture drones that are all around the arena, but actually the bars and stuff are on the outside of the arena. But there's like a force field around each arena, which catches all projectiles and actually causes damage to mechs if they like crash into it. So it incentivizes.
Like Robot Jocks. This is crazy. This is just like Robot Jocks.
Another question: is there by any chance a kiss count to these events leading to unfortunate mech warriors a different of the same stable being caught?
I believe I don't believe that's ever happened, but I can't guarantee that hasn't happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can guarantee, however, that cold players never toured on Solaris. Unfortunately for us.
No, of course not. It's space cold play.
Oh, true. Space play. There you go.
Cold space play.
All space is already cold. It'd just be play one.
Oh, I'm done. I quit.
He's out. The Hexperts are over. Dom's finished. He doesn't want to be He doesn't want to be friends.
The most important Hexpert has left.
To be fair, none of the rest of us clocked that MechWarrior 2 had Solaris 7 in it, so I don't want to
and it was really hard to understand what I was looking at because it's so old.
MechWarrior 2 was a rough game
because the graphics are just like pixels.
Yeah, but it was fun. Don't hate me, MechWarrior 2 fans, please.
The diehard MechWarrior 2 fan base is going to come after you now.
Yeah, you're done, Dom.
All two of them.
You're done. So, moving on, we've then got the area of Montenegro, which is the House Marek sector. It's an abandoned industrial zone which was given to them during the reconstruction period. So
I'm
they've
sorry.
not.
Can we just go back to the bit where it's called Montenegro, as in like the place
Yeah.
in Earth called Montenegro?
Yes,
That's strange.
that would be
I mean,
correct.
I mean, I don't know. Isn't it Montenegro like the big like? There's like casinos there and stuff.
I'm failing to see a problem here, Dom.
You're
So-
thinking of Las Vegas.
Or maybe Monaco.
Monaco. You're thinking of. I'm just Dom.
Montenegro is like a lovely mountainous region in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, Dom. I'm failing to see.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, but yeah, still,
I
there's
think it's strange.
there's a bunch of places on Earth that are just named after. Like there's 7.
Name one. Name one.
What, Birmingham, Alabama?
Name another.
You got Bangor in like New York or like Idaho.
Welcome to the geography cast.
the geography perts.
Oh.
Anyway, go on.
No,
Sorry.
I've quit. I'm done.
No,
There's now only
not
two
after.
experts left.
So there's Montenegro, and then there is Gobi, which is obviously the Draconis Combine location, and obviously you do also have to say it like that anytime you talk about it. Gobi.
Mhm.
Most importantly,
I mean, they do have the Warrior VTOL, so it makes sense.
can you guess what the can you guess what the Capellan sector's called?
Ooh, what's the one that the Portuguese used to own?
Angola.
No, they used to own like one port in China. That's now like a massive hub for fun stuff. It's either that or Hong Kong. Which one is it? Go on, reveal the
It's surely
truth.
not a place called Hong Kong in Battletech, but isn't it?
No, it's called Cathay.
Cathay.
Oh,
It's called
Cathay.
Cathay.
Oh, that's amazing. Is
I
it
had a
John?
diddle lady at school called Cafe.
Cathay.
No, that was Kathy.
No, Cafe.
And then
Oh,
okay, and then lastly, this is one you're not going to get. What do you think the Lyran Commonwealth zone is called?
Lyran Zone.
It's
No.
like Dusseldorf.
You're
Is
actually
it-
not too far off.
Is it like
It's called-
Copenhagen?
No, it's Silesia.
Oh yeah.
Silesia.
How did I not get that?
It was
Yeah,
Yep.
it was in tip of my
Sorry,
tongue.
it's too obvious. I do apologise.
Yep.
It's right there.
And
Silesia,
so-
I barely even know.
true. So I said I wasn't going to talk about each location specifically because there's too many things to talk about. But there is one location in Silesia that I do need to mention because it's probably the most famous bar in Battletech. It's
Go on.
so famous that there is a Discord named after it and a podcast.
This podcast came first, not the Discord.
podcast- the podcast
Is this
first.
is this the Furry Lovers 69 bar that I've heard so much about?
Oh, that's
That is correct. That is correct. It's the Furry Lovers 69 bar. It's actually Thor's Shield Hall.
yeah.
So it is
Oh.
it is one of the most famous or infamous bars among the fans of the Solaris games and the Inner Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
However, in Thor's Shield Hall, there are 2 areas. The first one is known as Midgard, and this is like your standard bar area. It looks like a sports bar offering overpriced food and drink. Sometimes it imports rare delicacies seen as, kincher fruit, or most importantly, the Timbiki
Ooh.
Dark.
Well, I thought the
Oh.
Kinshra fruit was lost in the
No,
last
it's-
succession law. How did I manage to get it?
I don't know, Nathan. Maybe they have friends in the Maskarovka, who knows? But not only do they have the Kincher fruit, the Timbiki Dark, or a drink that Nathan and I have both drank, actually, the PPC, which
Very
You
is...
drank the PP?
I drank a PP. I had a PP.
See this PP? I drank
See?
it. Yeah, that's right.
It's a bit of a rough one, to be fair, the PPC.
Yeah.
If you haven't got anything to do the next day, do drink it.
Or drink multiple while playing Mech Warrior.
Oh yeah, we got very pissed doing that. But once you get all past that kind of facade, if you're allowed in, you get to go to the private club of Thor's Shield Hall, which is known as the Valhalla Club. at the
Oh,
Valhalla Club.
He said the word. He said the name.
I said the
He said
thing.
it.
The Valhalla Club is the most exclusive bar in the entirety of Solaris. Only the top 15% of mech warriors on Solaris are allowed to drink in there.
That feels like a lot.
Yeah, but
It's
it
probably
is a big
like-
bar, though. It is a big bar.
If I say the Solaris itself has, I feel like Solaris has probably about 60 million people living on it. Like, even if there's 1,000 people who are mech warriors on Solaris, that means only 150 can drink.
Yeah, but some of them have to be babies, right?
What?
Like, the babies can't drink.
The baby mech pilots.
The babies can't drink in the bar.
Imagine you're a grizzled veteran of the third succession war. You decide to take up Solaris. You go in and you get fucking no-scoped by a 3-year-old in a road. Double lasers just into you.
No, so the interesting bit is the best of the best get their own booths with plaques on, which do
Okay.
also become. If you've ever read the Warrior trilogy, this is quite a big part of the Warrior trilogy with Justin Zhao when he goes and tries to become the champion of Solaris in Yenlo Wang.
Mhm.
Oh.
The big old Wang.
Wangler. There's some
The
much there.
Wanglo.
So
No.
is it just individual mech warriors, or is it more the stables, which we'll get
So,
onto in the next
We
part?
are going to go on to stables in the next part, but first, we need to talk about the arenas. So there are 5 main arenas, which are known throughout the entirety of the inner sphere. The first one is known as the Boreal Reach, and this uses holographic technology coupled with advanced environmental controls to produce virtually any setting which can be conceived. And it takes its name from one of the more popular settings, which is an Arctic tundra. So this is kind of like you can simulate any planet that you think of.
Okay.
And they can, say someone says to you, "Oh, we need a fight in the middle of a snowstorm." You can just make it.
That's pretty cool.
It do be
But
something.
can it simulate a rainy Tuesday night in Stoke? Can it simulate that? That's a real test of
I believe the
athleticism.
answer is yes. Yes, it can.
Beautiful.
Yes, it can.
Stoke consent. Oh yes.
We had to talk about Stoke on Trent.
Uh,
And then the second one is known as the Factory, which I think is my personal favourite.
is that the one that you got the map of?
I have the map of. I actually have the
Yeah.
map.
With like the underground and the overground bit.
Yeah. So
Bridge that you
it began life as a manufacturing plant designed around industrial mechs, but it's now been repurposed for urban combat. We have actually played Solaris games on this map. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
The bridges and stuff are very enjoyable. We then have Ishiyama, which is known as the Iron Mountain. So this is a man-made mountain, which has a series of tunnels and caverns crisscrossing, causing like very claustrophobic close quarters combat. Hunchbacks are very good in this place.
I'll bet.
I bet. Just walk around the corner to an AC-20.
You just walk around the corner. Oh, there's your back. IC-20 right in the ass. Nowhere else to go.
And then we have the Capella one, known as the Jungle, which is a pyramidal structure whose interior is designed to resemble tropical jungles. The humidity and close-in terrain encourages sharp, brutal matches.
Ooh, is there fun in games there?
There are, welcome to the
everything you want.
jungle! We've got Kintra
You've got the name.
got kids for it.
Hell yeah.
And then lastly, the last of the main stadiums is known as Steiner Stadium.
Oh, how original! That's
It
that's
is
like
one
the
of the
staple. That's like the staple stadium of Battletech.
Yeah, it is basically. It's the one everyone knows. So it's designed with a Romanesque facade. Steiner Stadium is one of the few arenas that allows large audiences to watch in person, thanks to a special Loretech barrier, the one I was talking about earlier. Its featureless floor is a favourite among mech warriors seeking familiarity. Now, Lewis, am I right in thinking that Steiner Stadium is the one with the barriers that raise and lower?
I think they're slightly different. I think the one that's in the latest Essentials box is not the Steiner Stadium. It's another It's another stadium, but it's one of the Lyran stadiums. I can't remember which ones they are now. I have to look it
It's
up.
the second.
It's the other
My
one.
lord, a mech warrior has hit the second Steiner Stadium.
Oh dear.
No.
A terrible fate. But that's all of the that's basically everything there is to know about Solaris City and what it's got to offer. Now, I do believe that we're going to go to a quick break where we're going to do a Loretech or Yourtech,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and then after that Loretech or Yourtech, we're going to come back and we're going to talk very briefly about the different stables
cool.
of Solaris VII.
So we'll catch you guys in the Yourtech or Loretech.
What?
That was so funny, Lewis.
I am the funniest guy. Anyway,
It really is.
talking of funny guys, here's Nathan with Yourtech or Loretech.
Well, those two things have never been put together before. Thank you, Lewis. Welcome back to Yourtech or Loretech. It's the segment where I either scrounge up some apps. I dig up. I go full archaeology on this bitch and dig up nasty little facts.
I thought you'd give me like a truffle pig.
He's like the Tony Robinson of Battletech facts.
I turn full Tony Robinson, get the drone, sketch an outline of a building. That is the facts of the Battletech universe. Or I just go, oh yeah, Julius Caesar lived here.
Julius Caesar was House Davian's dad.
He was House Davian.
This isn't. That wasn't the fact of the week. What, can we just delve into this a little bit? What are you saying?
Yeah, I want to get to the bottom of this. Where did this come from?
Let's carry on with. There's only one way to find out. Do you think that's Yourtech or Loretech?
I do for listeners at home. I do just want to clarify that this isn't a bit. This isn't a bit. This isn't a bit. Yeah, we didn't discuss this beforehand. It wasn't just like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I come out with something insane? Lewis has just decided on his own volition to just
too many levels today.
Too many E numbers, too many blue Smarties.
Too many E numbers.
Anyway, shall we...
Talking about some people who might have too many E numbers. This week on Yourtech or Loretech, we're talking about the fans, okay? Who doesn't love the fans? The fans of the Mech Warriors of Solaris. So, of course, as you know, history is full of a bunch of famous sportsmen, sportswomen, and where there's famous sportsmen and celebrities, there's the fans. And when it comes to Solaris, these fans are known as mech bunnies, regardless of gender.
What?
And these guys will try anything to get attention from their idol. And you'll often see them walking around with really hastily autographed memorabilia, like a pitch that you can buy from the stadium, like the mech with his thumbs up. And these guys are usually considered harmless. Just all they want to do is bask in the glory that is the mech warrior that they follow. But occasionally, as in real life, they can get a bit dangerous and even try and touch the subjects of their admiration. Isn't that mad? Yeah, what do you think? Are mech bunnies a real thing, or are they fake?
So I know 100% there is a group of people called badge bunnies.
Yep.
Where they'll chase after any cop or fireman and try and get their sweet jig on.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that one, Tom. But yeah, jig on is probably the best.
They'll do the dance. They'll do the dance of dirty love with them. They'll do the old squirty mess with them.
Let's carry on a bit.
The old horizontal tango.
Yeah, so basically, I think the guys that wrote this game were there's probably like board bunnies, aren't there? They're like women that are just so like obsessed with people who create board game, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll just like take that and that'll be a thing we do because it's like part of our real life. So I'm saying it's Loretech.
Sounds Loretech. What do you think, Tom? Go on.
for very different reasons to Dom, I think it's a Loretech. I don't know what Dom's insane reasoning has come from, but I'm on board with this being a Loretech.
What about you, Lewis?
I'm going to say this is a Yourtech. This sounds like some sort of Nathan Hoodwinkery.
Damn. Well, Lewis, you're wrong. This is actually a Loretech.
Gosh,
this is a Loretech.
Darn it.
Is this not 2 weeks in a row Lewis has just been wildly incorrect?
Yeah.
Is it surprising?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, imagine it. Scores upon scores of people just trying to even catch a glimpse of their mech warriors. Full on stands before stands became a thing.
You know what gave it away, Nathan?
Eminem. What was it?
You know what gave it away, Nathan? It was the bit where you added in the bit about people having hastily autographed.
No, that's actually in the thing. That's actually in the source.
No. That's what I'm saying. Gave it away as a Loretech. I love you dearly, but nobody would put that much effort into a Yourtech.
Have you heard my last?
Yeah.
My Yourtech at the start. Do you remember when I added a quote and that man trick you? I said, and I quote, and you was like, oh, no.
Okay, fine. Maybe you are that clever. Maybe I'm just a dumb.
Thank you. But yeah, that was this week's section of Loretech or Yourtech. Oh.
Well, that was really good. And if you would like to thank Nathan for such a good Yourtech or Loretech, you can actually reach out to Nathan via Ko-fi, and you can buy more energy drinks for Nathan to be able to make more.
And if you want to be a hex bunny, don't. That's a poor life choice.
Yeah, that's it's a bit parasocial and kind of odd.
Nathan can sign your pictures of him.
Lewis can't, as he can't spell his own name.
Definitely can't do that.
I would gladly sign the chest of only male hex bunnies. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we do call Nathan the Caligula of the Hexperts.
Caligula? I barely even know her.
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyway, how about we move on to the next section? Quick.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
All right.
Before we get dragged into the mud.
And we're back from Yourtech and Loretech, and I will have to make an addendum. Tom was right. The pack from the Essentials box is also the Steiner Stadium. I thought it's a separate stadium, but apparently
that's right.
Apparently same stadium.
Yeah, I'd have thought in the break. Do you think there's like a like a Battletech Mark Goldbridge? He just supports on the table.
There's definitely streamers, like reaction streamers for the Battletech sports.
Maybe in the Dark Ages, just like locally planet.
Well, it's also just Kai Cenat. It's not anyone else. It's just Kai Cenat.
Yeah, it's Mr. Beast. They transported Mr. Beast into the future, and they found out that he did actually have a soul this whole time. Yeah. And he definitely does have a soul, 100%.
Mr. Beast, please don't.
This episode is sponsored by Mr. Beast. Have you seen his new show, The Beast Games?
Do you mean the one where they did human rights violations, as opposed to the other ones where they definitely didn't do human rights violations?
Anyway, let's get back into Battletech.
Wow! So we need to talk about a very interesting quirk of Solaris, which is stables. Now, you know, I think what they've done with Solaris is kind of blended a bunch of different things into one big smorgasbord of fun. And one of these is obviously like horse stabling. And as part of horse racing, you'll have stables where different horses and jockeys will be part of a different like organization. It's almost like F1 teams as well. So these stables are, some of the time they're faction specific. So some of the stables are like Lyran aligned, or they're Davian aligned, and they specifically like support those certain people. But other ones are a little bit more agnostic, and as we're not really going to talk about them now because they are a much later thing, but there are some cooperatives that exist in the Dark Ages as things kind of go to shit and you can't really communicate with your homeland, so cooperatives start turning up. So I just wanted to pull out a couple of interesting stables that I found. And the first one of these is the White Hand stable, which is Davian aligned, and it's got a history of fair meta treatment for its mech warriors. That was really
whoa.
it. Ooh, they're woke. They're woke people. That was really it. That was all I wanted to talk about. It was just the fact that specifically they were cool people.
Cool.
That is cool. Is this sort of like, in like Gladiator, where like Maximus Meridius, whatever the hell, is like chilling with all his boys before they go into fights? Is this what a stable is? Just like a crew, a gang of guys that like occasionally have to fight against each other, but they've got like a brotherhood and stuff.
Well, I'm guessing they'll have like their own mech techs and their own managers, like all that. They're like different teams, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, they're like different teams. Then we have the Bromley stables, which has a reputation as the best pro Free Worlds League stable on Solaris 7. The Warriors attached to the stable. The Warriors attached to this stable from a variety of leagues' politics. So, Free Worlds League, obviously, very, very fractured, very fractious, not particularly loving each other. They're not loving it. However, it seems as though the people of the Bromley stable managed to put that all aside. And they actually kind of...
Okay, so, how it says, like, this is the best, like, pro Free Worlds League one.
It has a reputation.
Yeah, but is there like a bunch of other lesser known ones that you just don't hear about?
Well, so I've only picked out a couple of. There are literally like there's a list of like 50.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, like when I say that this is probably the most fleshed out planet in Battletech, I mean that truthfully, in that a lot of work has gone into these places, which I think is really sick. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I really like the world building there. It's really cool to have an RPG thing.
It's cool. I also just want to shout out the cool insignia. So I'm hoping Nathan might be able to put it up on the YouTube.
Yeah, it's like the yin yang
with some scales
a scale in it.
It's pretty cool. We are then gonna go on to the Delon stables, which I've brought up because they are run by the Delon family, who are just one of the families of Solaris. They're a Draconis Combine family.
I think you missed one.
Oh, well, the Silver Dragon stables. They're cool.
There you go. That's
I put them in because I was like, I like their badge. It looks like the Welsh badge. It's cool.
The Welsh badge.
The Welsh flag.
The badge at the Welsh have.
Oh, fuck off!
they all wear them.
Just
Dom. The Welsh badge.
Just fuck off, Dom.
Tom Flood. Everyone laugh at Tom Flood. He called it the badge when it's a flag.
Call this one Flubber.
Okay, cool. Fine then. Okay. We've then got the Delon stables. Interesting thing I haven't mentioned up until this point is that there is a lot of criminality that goes on this planet. So the Delon stables
on the planet? No.
Yeah. I believe to have connections to the Mafia.
What?
Yeah.
Those are lies and untrue, and who have you heard it from? They're lying.
Yeah, and then so they're cool. They've got like a sword wreathed in ivy, I imagine, or some kind of like vine, which is interesting. And then the Tandrek stables, which is a House Liao stable. It's known for its influence in the Cathay sector, which has good connections to the underworld, believed to be the Triads.
Oh, really? With the Cathay sector?
Yeah,
Crazy.
The Triads are there. Yeah. The Yakuza as well are in around.
Are you there? Is my gym there?
Yeah. No, this is actually so. Fun fact: this is actually where all of those games are set.
Oh,
it's very important. Yeah, they're all.
I got to say something about this badge. I know the people who are. You can search up the badge for this, but it just looks like someone's accidentally like made it really like
skinny.
Yeah. Like they've just clicked the sidemost.
Okay.
It's editing option and just.
That was on.
Like stretched it up.
That was direct.
That's the official badge, but it just looked really.
It's quite skinny.
It's like a really tall oval.
They put the badge on Ozempic. Space Ozempic.
We put the badge. We got the badge. We put it on Ozempic.
That looks 10 times better, but it's not the original. Yeah. That's the original.
I know. So, do you guys think you'd like to live on Solaris? I think it's probably it's kind of the main question that I want to ask.
I'd love it.
Do you think you'd want to live on this planet? Dom, As someone that's not heard about this before, and you've only just heard about this now, what do you think about Solaris 7? Does this sound like a place that you could live?
I think it's like, to me, it's like Vegas, right? So you visit Vegas, but you don't live in Vegas. Like, you take a little spaceship over to Solaris, have a good time with the boys, and then you leave. Unless, because I don't know about the worlds of Battletech, if everything's like feudal and horrible everywhere else, and this is like actually a nice place to live and it's pretty chill and there's enough room for everyone, which again, it's a planet, so I assume there is.
I think it's very dependent, but like 99% of them are chill to live, from what I know.
Some of the places are cool, some of the places are not cool.
Because like, I don't think I would vibe well with like Vegas in space, personally.
Vegas.
Well, you see, that's where me and you are different, because I love betting. I love alcohol. I have several millions in gambling debts owed to multiple countries, currently outbidding each other to get that debt overall. I would love it there.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
They're just gonna kill Nathan. Just gonna, like, one day I'm just gonna walk in and Nathan's just gonna get bundled into the back of a van.
Yeah, and then it'll be like the DeLon symbol etched on my back, the find of my body.
Wow, that went real dark real fast. Jeez. Jesus Christ.
But no, I generally would love it. I love watching live sport. Live sports plus big stompy robot. Yeah.
It sounds sick, right?
However, I feel like the rent would be really expensive because it sounds like a really touristy. You'd rent out a bunch of places for people to stay in for like short terms, and then you'd just ramp up the cost. So you'd have to like bet your life savings to be able to stay in 1-star rundown hotels.
Lewis, have you got any preference?
I think for me, my aspirations in the Battletech universe to be a melon salesman. That Solaris is not the world for me. However, if I was forced to go and live on a mech gladiatorial planet, I would have to go to Hardcore, the premier gladiatorial combat world, not this pretentious kind of showy place, not like the actual cool place of Hardcore that we love.
I understand.
Don't lose. Call them out.
Yeah, don't. This is the Man United of planets. You don't want to be hanging out with it. Yeah, I'm now a football guy. Oh, you want to be? You want
the Man United fans in the comments.
Yeah.
Just relax. Don't go off on Lewis.
Yeah,
that's an insult to Solaris. Though.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
What you want to do is you want to get on the Venezuelan football of Hardcore.
you want to go to the Deportivo LaGuardia.
Exactly.
As mech dueling planet. Whatever that is.
As Dom says, there's lots of backwards and forwards play. I don't know what it means, but it's important for football, I think.
It's just a planet in like the fence region, like scuffle, mild altercation.
Yeah, so it's
of a problem.
It's cool. What do you reckon, Tom? Would you want to live on Solaris?
Nah, I'm living on Canopus, mate, because they've got their own little they've kind of got their own little.
Just
thing
like the
going
cat
on.
Girls. Roll the clip.
Hey,
roll the
clip.
Roll the clip, Nathan.
Roll the clip.
So, Tom, what is the football club that Canopus is equivalent to? Because we're now a football podcast as well.
It's going to have to be. It's going to be a Paris Saint-Germain.
Piss joke.
There we go. That makes sense to someone out there.
No,
there's no reason.
It'd be more of a Scunthorpe United.
I thought I'd go for something. I thought I'd go for Continental, or you could be like an AC Milan, maybe.
You know where I think it could. You know, it could be.
Legacy.
Trent.
Stuck on
Trent.
Well,
God.
That's all I've got for Solaris. It's a really cool place, and there are some actual interesting rules for playing games in Solaris, which we're not going to cover today because they are their own thing, and I actually don't understand. So, to be honest, I'm not a hexpert in that regard.
Scholars have been studying the source book past.
Yeah,
trying to figure out the secrets inside.
It's like people that are like Destiny scholars, not of the streamer but of the game. You know, like law.
The band.
Yes,
Destiny's
Child. Yeah, Destiny's Child scholars. It's a full-time job, really. So
that's true.
I think we'll probably revisit Solaris at some point when I've had a chance to.
Yeah,
to
maybe
look through.
maybe something wacky happens on a big shake up in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy stuff happens. Also, I think Solaris itself, game-wise, apparently there may be some boxes that come out for that. Not in the near future, but it's something I know they're keen to kind of look at and redesign to try and make it so you can have your mech on mech games. And have
because the current rules work in quarter turns. I want to say something like that.
Yeah, I think it's obviously quite detailed, and there's a lot of fun stuff that goes on. But I think even going quarter turns, I think the game struggles with one-on-one mech fights. I think
it's a rough one because the game is not. Battletech is not built for a single
mech on mech
for a
game.
single mech on mech because of just how the game just exists in and of itself. But I will say, despite me saying that we're not going to go back to Solaris, if the community wants us to talk about Solaris and even potentially do a Solaris fight using these rules, let us know, because obviously we're here to give you the most hexually active content.
No,
and we also like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
ring that bell.
This is a call to action.
Also ring your local church bell.
It's not that point in the episode yet, guys.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm primed like a sleeper agent. The KGB's
right.
got me.
Unsubscribe, and then
resubscribe in a minute.
Unsubscribe for now.
You need to unsubscribe, else Lewis will cry.
And then resubscribe in a little bit when we tell you to. Anyway, thank you very much.
Ask.
Thank you very
Ask.
No, tell.
Oh.
Demand. Obey.
You will subscribe.
Anyway, let's go to a quick break and then come back with the best segment. But thank you very much for talking through Solaris with us, Tom. It's been, what's the word? Broadening of my brain.
What's the word? Broadening of my brain. Anyway.
Yeah.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side. And we're back. And we're back with Mech of the Week with somewhat relevant mech, the Rifleman. Did we talk about Legend Killer in the episode?
Did we talk? No.
Oh, well, the Legend Killer had a Rifleman, so this is somewhat relevant, although we didn't talk about him. But yes, the Rifleman rolling off production lines in 2505. This mech was designed as a fire support mech, ill-supported for frontline combat, but great at obviously shooting guys from far away, or with its tracking systems, great for anti-air, which is what it's designed to do. The initial Riflemans suffered from overheating because they had, as we'll talk about later, lots of lasers, but no way really to cool them down. They didn't really sort it out fantastically later. They kind of worked around the problem rather than solving it. But they later, free end, did add some autocannons to try and fix that. During the Secession Wars, the Riflemen did end up on the front lines quite often, where they struggled a little bit with their lack of ammo, and especially with their lack of armor, most notably missing quite a lot on the back. So the Rifleman itself, Nathan, can you talk through what the spec...
Would you say that the Rifleman's vulnerable to back shots?
He is very vulnerable to back shots.
It is a backshot machine.
If it gets backshot, it explodes everywhere.
Oh.
So the Ice Rifleman, which is the free end, with Calon Type 4 chassis, 2 Imperator 8 medium autocannons, which are AC5s, a Pitban 240 engine that takes us up to 64 kilometers an hour, which is how fast?
In miles an hour. Let's have a look.
Anyway, while you're doing that, it's got 2 Magna MK3 large lasers, 2 Magna MK2 medium lasers, 10 heat sinks, and it is 4,860,000 C-bills, which is about 1.52 riflemen's. 1.52 longbows, sorry.
One rifleman is 1.52 rifleman. Nathan is goofed. Make fun of him.
No, it's me. It's my writing. You get You get 1.52 riflemen to each longbow.
You could have just put longbow there. Yeah, and it is 1,039 BV and BV2.
Cool. And
all packaged together in a 60-ton mech.
Yeah, it's about 40 miles an hour, 64 kilometers an hour. So it runs 6 hexes, or walks 4. So Tom, do you want to talk us through some of the variants? There's like many variants. I think I counted like over 30 of the special ones.
Do I have to?
You don't have to. We could just skip
them. Quickfire round. Go, go, go.
Whoa, quickfire. So we're going to start with the Rifleman 1N. It's shit. It's the original one. It carries a single large laser and a single
medium laser.
11.5 tons of. I said medium laser.
I think it's in each
large
arm.
laser, medium laser. In each arm. So it's got 2 of each. It carries 11.5 tons of primitive armor and uses a primitive engine to reach 64 kilometers an hour. It's subject during the reunification war. It's usually used by militia and second-line forces thereafter. It's 931 BV. Bad. Rifleman 2N. This replaced the primitive components with standard armor and engines. It allows it to have 16 heat sinks. It's got the large lasers are removed and replaced with PPCs, while 2 more medium lasers were added. It's not great. So 1,093 BV.
Gets me out.
There's a reason why
Rifleman 3C, second of 2 variants designed by Hans Dalvin and debut in 3026. The 3C removed the large lasers and AC in order to make a pair of autocannon 10s in their place and added an extra ton of armor. 2 tons of ammo for the larger autocannons were carried in the right torso. 1,066 BV. Lewis, what do you think of this? Because I know you own one.
I like this one. This one and the 3CR are pretty cool. And they've got rear armor, which means they don't mind back shots as much.
No, I love minding back shots. Jumping forward through a few years, we got the Rifleman 7X. This variant was produced during the Jihad as a failed refit kit using an endo steel chassis, XL gyro, and XL engine. Allowed designers to top speed to 97 kilometers per hour.
It's fast.
And includes 6 jump jets. Light ferrofibrous armor protects the mech, while each arm carries a light PPC and a snub nose PPC. This one, however, this does come in at 1,645 BV. That's expensive.
It's fast though, and get there.
I mean, I don't know. If 1.5 Rifleman 3N, it's pretty good. And I mean, like, you can only use half of the Rifleman, so just fall over.
Yeah.
Right?
True. It's many of the Riflemen. And finally, as our last mech variant in this quick fire round, we've got the Rifleman C. It's a Clan Tech retrofit of the standard Rifleman. The Rifleman C was used by Clan Jade Falcon's second line garrison forces during the Clan invasion. This failed modification removed all inner-sphere weaponry of the original 3N and instead carried 2 Clan Tech large pulse lasers and LBX-5 AC split between the arms. The weight savings allowed for the addition of 2 single heat sinks, and this came in at 1,335 BV. What do we think of this one?
That's pretty solid. That's actually pretty solid for the points.
It's actually really good for what it's pointed out. Turns out Clan Tech. I have to hate it then. I have to hate it.
But yeah,
it's a necessity.
I think Clan Tech adds cool. It makes it cool. Also, like Clan large pulse lasers just are, but I think they're the most efficient weapon in Battletech.
I feel like what's his name from Horrible History is I'm a shady man.
Yeah,
I'm a shouty man.
I feel like I'm a shady man talking about all these different variants. That's one for the UK listeners. Horrible Histories. If you haven't watched this, an American listener, don't tell
them to go and watch children's CBBC programs.
It's not. It's really good. You could also learn
highly educational. Yeah,
which helps you if you're talking about like tyrants or whatnot. But anyway,
we're a country with actual history.
Oh dear! Stop.
Loose loves ignorance. Spread the word. Loose loves ignorance.
But yeah. So the Rifleman anyway. What do you guys reckon?
I really like
L.
Rifleman.
It's an L from me, gents.
What? But first off, the design has it has a spoiler on it, so you know it's going fast.
True.
And it's that down force. It's also it's just a really cool mech idea. I mean, sure, it's not really that effective when you're fighting stuff close up, but it's not built for that, is it? So built for shooting stuff far away. And if you can have some mechs support it, it can do a really good job at shooting stuff far away. And with the Clan refit of it as well, it just fills its support role and its anti-air role even more with the LBXs.
Don't use your feminine wiles on me.
There are. I think the standard one does suffer from. If you try and put it on the front line, it's not meant to be there. But if you actually use it for what it's meant to, it's quite good. Although technically, the rules as written, it's not actually got very good anti-air. But in theory, the lore behind it being an anti-air mech is it's good. It's a good idea. It's a good idea to have a mech that can shoot planes that are trying to attack your lances. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And the later versions obviously sort some of the issues out, and you get some proper wacky ones like traveling at 100 kilometers an hour. Or I didn't put it on this one because we had it on some of the previous episodes, but the Rifleman C2 with XL engines and improved jump jets flying around with two guns. It's there's some fun, there's definitely a Rifleman variant for you out there, unless you're Tom, who doesn't like them. But they are cool. Dom, do you have anything to add about Riflemans?
They are. There's just so many of them.
That is true. There is a lot of them.
Do you have anything to add about men?
Many of them.
There's so many of them.
Would you say
they're half the world or something?
They're 49% of the population.
And commit 100% of the crimes.
Oh no, let's carry on anyway. So let's move on. Let's move on to a break anyway, and we'll catch you guys for the outro and for Nathan's mail sack. Catch you in a sec. And we're back from the break, and we're back into the outro. But before the outro, we've got Nathan's mail sack, and this week it doesn't look too full this week. It looks like it's just got a little thing scurrying around inside it, bouncing up and down. So let's see. Let's let that out. So what do we have here? So from our buddy House L556 on Discord has asked, if Derek Savage, aka Cool Cat, was a mech warrior, what mech would he pilot? And put in our notes who Derek Savage and also Cool Cat is. So what do you guys?
Mad Cat.
Yeah, I suppose Mad Cat would make sense. It is relevant to the cat side of Cool Cat.
He's a friend to all the children, just like a Mad Cat.
He's a friend to all the children.
Going on that theme, I'd probably say like a flea, like a fire ant. He's also friends to all the children.
The fire ant is not a friend to children.
I have no idea who this person nor this cat is. So
it's Cool Cat. He saves the kids.
It's cool.
He's a friend to all children.
He's a friend to all children, Tom.
And a menace to society.
The only thing I can say with definitive proof is I did not have sexual relations with that cat. All I can say.
So no answer for the what mech you give him then, Tom.
Oh, I don't know. He looks like an Atlas pilot.
That is a choice.
Looks like a Nova Cat.
There's a choice. I personally, when speaking to House, decided to go with the Icarus 2. I think it looks like an Icarus 2 pilot.
Wait, you talked to Dr. House?
I talked to Dr. House
MD.
Dr. House MD L556. That's
you need to give him cat bites.
Lewis, did you by any chance try the medicine drug?
I did not.
Well, you need to try some medicine drug.
Yeah, that's a funny one for all you House fans out there.
Anyway, so that is everything for Nathan's mail sack. It is deflated, empty, despondent, and sad looking. So if you would like to fill it up, feel free to send some emails.
Also, I will just say, the longer it's empty, the worse the metaphors will get. So, like, I don't want to say we're holding you all hostage with our terrible, weird, kind of graphic metaphors, but we definitely are. So, if you do want to like save Nathan and stop him having to,
yeah, we're not saying we're holding our metaphorical loads back, but
that's it. Yeah,
it'll get worse if it continues.
Oh my god!
Please.
Nathan's sack looks like bat wings at the moment. You just want to let him.
No. Anyway, so obviously, please feel free. We'll go through where you can send the lovely things in for Nathan's sack. But yes, obviously, thank you for listening this week. I apologize for what we've had to do to your ears, expose you to. But feel free to subscribe, send feedback, share, ring the bell, all the cool things.
We also have a Ko-fi. account. If what you've heard today made you think, Wow, I'd love to buy the Hexperts with coffee.
I'd like to give them my money.
You can do that by donating through our Ko-fi account, which is linked in the description and the Spotify page as well.
I don't know what you would.
I hope it is. Same people would not. But obviously, So feel free to do those things, and obviously also feel free to jump in on Discord. It's a great way to be able to chat with us and send some feedback and information to us. Yeah, Nathan.
We also have a room on the Valhalla Club, so you can go there and see whenever we upload.
Yeah,
and whenever there's little chatters in there that we occasionally have.
Super duper. But yeah, I think next week we might see if we can capture Ian and get him to talk about the Mildred mech.
This is a little bit inside baseball behind the scenes, but we do have Nathan is doing some absolutely godly work on updating the Battletech mech into, I believe, the Mildred, right?
Yeah, maybe the Mildred.
Mildred
when
guns.
that's done,
and it's got arms as well this time. It's
whoa, that's a bluff. That's a fun one. So when that's done,
there's no AI art involved in this one,
apart from when it was made by AI art the first time, and now we've copied it.
The first time, but then now we've made it like with art and stuff. So we don't like AI generally, but
I do.
I'm use it just to get off.
Yeah,
feet on the ground.
I use AI to get off.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, Nathan likes those gifts that the AI makes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I hate my co-workers.
Yeah. Do you reckon Cool Cat would pilot the Mildred? See you next week. Catch you guys on the flip side.